0706 I still have with me in the studio Mr. Isiak Akindeng and also Mrs. Quinsley Ademola, and together we're going through educational trends in Ogun State. All right, let's come to Mr. Isiak very quickly. What are some noticeable trends you've seen playing out in Ogun State when it comes to education?
Yeah, I think that for me, when you look at looking at what's going on in Ogun State right now compared to other states, so I think Ogun State is really noticing like a very, very huge, adoption of technology going on. We're beginning to see technology coming around.
All right, let's quickly go to the phone lines. I think we have a call. All right. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Barrister Oluwapelumi.
Okay, you're welcome on the show, Barrister.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, please, I have a question.
Okay.
So I've been a regular listener of this program, even right from when it was aired in the night.
Okay.
Before it was changed to the afternoon.
Okay.
I follow this program religiously.
Okay.
So my question is basically to is that Mr. Isiak? Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So my question basically is, I'm a proprietor of a school as well.
Okay.
In my area here. Yeah.
Okay.
It really matter the number of the population of students for them to use this technological solution like the EduTAMS. As in the number of students in school. Maybe fine. For example, now I have like 400 students in my school. Does it really matter, or I must have like over 1,000 or 2,000 students who I could use EduTAMS?
Yeah, to get on board. Yeah.
So that's my question.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for calling.
Awesome. Thank you so much for asking that question.
Yeah.
And those are some of the key things that really makes EduTAMS very, very different. I think one of the major things is that regardless, one major thing which we stand for EduTAMS majorly is to see how we can help schools to digitize all their key processes. And that's why we are saying that no matter how small my school is, whether my school is small, whether my school is big, whether my school is medium, there's always a plan for you to plug into EduTAMS.
So it doesn't have to do with the numbers.
It doesn't, because those are key things. That
doesn't mean if it's 100 or where 2 or 3 are gathered.
Exactly.
Let's be specific.
Exactly. No.
Okay.
Regardless, those are things that we've considered, because for us, what really matters is seeing how we can help schools digitize their processes.
Okay.
And during this process, we understand that some schools have limited student population and all of that. So if my student population, our pricing is also based on student population. So it's more like everybody's not paying the same time. I'm paying based on the number of population that I have. So like if you're like the caller called in, if my student population is between certain number to certain number, there's always a plan that is even very, very much affordable for schools to plug in.
The more the students, the more the lesser the.
Once the student is increased, we have 3 price range, 3 population range. There's I think more than there's population range of 0 to 50. That's if my student population is from 0 to 50. Exactly. So we can't even say it's past tense that you say because these days schools are small and they adopt technology and they're doing well. Yeah. I've seen multiple schools like that. So there's even population from say like 0 to 99 and 99 and above. So regardless of what my student population is, there's always a plan, and you can always just reach out to us on our platform. Reach out to any number, or we'll call a number here.
Yeah, at the end of the show, we'll call a number for that. All right, very quickly, let's also go to the phone lines. Hello, good afternoon. All right, I think we lost that. All right, we're moving on very quickly. We wanted to talk about the educational trend in Ogun State. You've seen playing out in Ogun State. So okay, all right, let's go to the phone line very quickly. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Okay.
Good afternoon on the line.
Oh, you're welcome on the show. Good afternoon.
Okay. Please ask the questions you have.
Okay.
The first one goes like this: how long does it take for school to onboard on the EduTAMS platform? How much does it take?
Okay. Then the second
how
one.
long rather? The second one is can the price range be given also?
Okay, can the price range be given? All right. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for that. Thank you for the question.
Thank you so much for asking that question. So, how long can it take for schools to get on board? Those are things that, again, we don't just build EduTAMS like we just build.
Okay.
Right? There's a very strong research and development that comes in. And one major thing that we've also noticed for technology is that when people are trying to adopt technology, if it's hard, it makes it difficult for people to get on. And that's why for EduTAMS, you can get on board today.
Okay, so within 2 hours, within 3 hours.
Exactly. So the concept there is like there's a do-it-yourself approach. Sometimes you don't even necessarily need us to set up your school and get started on EduTAMS.
Okay.
Right? You just go there and you create your school account, and the platform is very easy that you can easily follow
yourself.
Although sometimes our customer support officers are always even there 24/7 to carry on and respond, and even our business development team are also always on the lookout for any new schools that we have. They walk you through, they help you sign up your school. So to answer that question, once you're ready to digitize your school, you can get on board and set up your school today. And and one thing that we've also done is that we don't just even create your school. There are training programs that we also provided for the school. There are also manual documentation to help the users, whether the teachers, the staff, the parents, to help them quickly get familiar with the portal, and everybody know how best to use the platform.
All right.
And on the part of pricing, I think one thing we want that makes us very different again is our unique pricing. And the point there is that we are trying to make technology very easier for schools to adopt. So like we used to say, regardless of where my school is, regardless of how big or how small my school is, there's always a plan that you can always connect to for EduTAMS. So for the person asking for the plan, you can just reach out to us after this call or just check on our platform, or we would like to even follow up with you. Just drop message for us, so we'll take up all of those conversations from there.
All right, thank you so much to those very important calls, because these are questions that people would ask on the street as well to know. But I wish I would have loved if we could get a figure, but I think I know where you are playing around. But let's move on very quickly. You've actually not been able to measure. You've not been able to give us notable trends in Ogun State.
Definitely, right. And
just one or two before our time.
The major one is, which is quite obvious, is that one major thing happening in Ogun State that set it apart from every other state right now is when it comes to digitalization. Education properly from A to Z right now is digitized in Ogun State. These are noticeable trends that we are seeing starting from the state schools, public schools. I mean, now, if you go to any of the public schools in Ogun State, all of those processes are now digitized. Even the way the government, like at the Ministry of Education level, the way they communicate to their schools right now, the way they do all of these normal activities is now done through technology. So that's more like saying, even starting from the one major thing is that public schools, they are the one that least adopt all of this trend. But they're the ones that are now taking exactly. The case is different here in Ogun State. Like public schools are the ones taking the lead when it comes to digitalization, of education or adopting technology. And this is even like a wake up call to schools, to private schools. If the least expected are already taking up technology, they're already advanced. So
what are you doing?
So exactly, what are you doing? So it is a high time for you to also get on board and look for a trusted platform like EduTAMS.
At this point, for digitalization of schooling, you would say it's better to just take your students to a state-owned institution.
No, that's what we're saying right now.
It's a challenge now to privately run
for private schools.
Yeah.
So any private school that is running these days and you are not digitalizing your school, then it means that what makes you unique to every other schools when public schools.
What makes you stand out?
And I know that anytime from now, public schools are also working on where their learners could access lesson notes online. Where teachers can teach online.
Public school.
Exactly. So if all
lesson notes online.
So if all of that is really working in Ogun State public school, so what exactly is
what's your excuse as a private school owner?
No excuse, so to say. And like we used to say, it's always, and that's some of the benefit of this program. More like a wake up call for schools, for parents to say like things are really, and a lot of time people don't even know that this thing that is happening here in Ogun State
is happening everywhere.
Is very unique to the state. Like it's something that is like, it's a very big thing. I just really hope that the Ogun State government itself would also really push this harder, because this is something that is very, very tedious to do in a country like Nigeria.
It doesn't work everywhere.
It's really working here.
That's a major one. All right, very quickly, lastly, 30 seconds on this one. 30 seconds. So, in what way would you say EduTAMS has also been a party to the growth of these processes, talking about the trends, the educational trends in Ogun State?
In every way, in every aspect of the current educational sector, talking from the data aspect to the examinations, to the exams and records, every part, even one part that we usually overlook. One current trend right now is STEM and STEAM. I think we were discussing that. So we have EduTAMS as a part in partnership with FET from the University of Colorado. That we have a simulated content that will even speak to your language, either you are Hausa, Yoruba. So instead of you having a laboratory, you can actually have in GCE we do alternatives for practicals. This helps you to be able to adopt that particular trend. Yes, I'm a teacher. So it helps you to adopt that particular trend, which is STEM subject, and helps you. You don't need to have a laboratory to have these experiences. So in every aspect, in every aspect. I think I needed to point out that which is very key.
Which is very key. So 30 seconds. Any other one you want to,
well, I think she mentioned that's what we've been saying, and I think for us again, what I think EduTAMS is doing differently is trying to provide schools with this platform. On the other hand, schools will have been jumping on different features, different features here and there. Because you're trying to digitize your school. And that's why I used to tell schools that for most of the school people owners I relate to it is that one best form to adopt technology for a school is to adopt school management solution. Because school management solution allows you to do plenty stuff at the same time on that one instead of doing separate things, right? Adopting a school and learning management platform like EduTAMS is more like helping you to bring all of these various trends together onto one platform. So what exactly are school owners, private school owners, what exactly are you waiting for? It is high time for you to get on board and digitize your school.
I think I would key in from that. What are you waiting for as a private school owner if a public school can actually run these systems effectively and efficiently? Our time is fast spent already, and that's all we'll be able to take right on the show this beautiful afternoon between 12:30 and 1 p.m. is always the time every Tuesdays. For these are the numbers you can actually call us on to reach out to us personally. It's a very, very important one. 0903 985 5429. Again, 0903 985 5429 or 0805 410 5670. Again, 0805 410 5670. Thanks so much for joining us on the show this beautiful afternoon. We're also on social media on LinkedIn at EduTAMS, that's at EduTAMS on LinkedIn and on Instagram, as same as on Twitter at edu_tams. Do also join us and follow us on other social media pages. Thanks so much for listening. Your name still remains Gbemi Depo Popola. Alongside me, I've had Mr. Isiaq Akindele and Mrs. Quinsley Ademola. Thank you so much to join us at same time, same station next week. Do have a beautiful afternoon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Please. Daddy Wasiu, what is it again? What has Wasiu done this time around?
Uncle Tunde, thank you. That's what they ask person.